What's maybe that person on the internet 3 times? What do you never do? Never distribute. Yeah, that's not how absolute value works. And not for, well, in our group examples, we can't distribute incidents. Okay, instead of no solution, I'm actually really surprised I put this here. This is usually like a big reveal at the end of the lesson. But I guess I just told you right up. So absolute value equations can have one solution, sometimes two solutions, and sometimes no solution at all. No solution looks like this because absolute value is never negative. So if you get to a point in a problem where you have absolute value bars, there's nothing before it, there's nothing after it, and it's equaling a negative, that does not happen. Put a line through it, no solution, it's a bad equation. This is what I do for no solution. It doesn't equal. That's impossible. Put a line through it. Here's some steps. How much you'd like to write down of the steps is that's on you. So step one is you rarely get a problem where you have to do this. I put it in here for a reason. Collect absolute value expressions on one side of the equal sign. Heads up, like expressions can be combined. So if I had 5 of these and I'm taking away 3 of them, I have 2 of them left. So you can combine like expressions like you combine like terms. So you try to get everything absolute value to one side of an equal sign. Collect constants on one side of the equal sign until the absolute value is isolated. Out of all the things I've written here on steps, isolating absolute value is the most important. So I've highlighted it. Isolate absolute value. Get it alone. So there's nothing in front of it, nothing behind it. Step 3 is so thoughtful. Determine what the variable is by considering both the possible positive and negative outcomes. It'll take some talking. Maybe it's positive, but maybe it's negative. Consider both options. Might be positive, might be negative. What else could be here? Oh, example. Oh, this is just an example of step 3. It's just an example of step 3. So this is why absolute value may have 2 solutions. Most of your absolute value equations will have 2 solutions. Because what is x here? Could be 10, could be negative 10. Could be, we don't know. Could be a 10 in there. But could be negative 10. We're just left wondering. So here x has 2 possible answers. So for the set of answers here, I would list them both. X is 10 and negative 10. Put a negative 10 in there, and this is a true statement. Put a positive 10 in there, and this is a true statement. 2 perfectly correct answers. Oh, what about that one? I'm okay with this. So when things get to be longer and more complicated, I want you to show where. So Lauren, you know what x is in this one?
It can either be 12 or -4.
There it is, -4. -4 is the one that's more difficult to see. So you're going to set up two possibilities. You have the positive possibility. So maybe x minus 4 really does just equal 8. Or you have this other negative possibility. Maybe x minus 4 equals -8. This inside here, when it's simplified, could be -8, and the bars made it look positive. We don't know. So you have to solve two equations and get two answers. So I'll show my work. And I can see that, sure, x could be 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. Absolute value of 8 is 8. Or x could be -4. And maybe you question that. Maybe you question that -4. You could check it. You could check either one. I'll check the negative. If I put a -4 in, will it work out? -4 minus 4 is -8. There it is. The absolute value of -8 is 8. So -4 checks out. So does 12. I need both answers for full credit. Four problems and we're done. Yep, you got to show both equations on your homework. How perfect do you need to go? Okay, go ahead and do number 3 in your groups. Looking for 2 answers. He's just looking at the big picture, like how do you make sense? What could I get 9? So he just waits before writing it down to try to see the big picture. Some people just see the numbers.
They don't erase.
So this is it. What could be? So that's true. And that's true, right? So I have to think what would make this -9 in here. And I have to think what would make it +9 in there. Which is wild. Okay? It's a wild thing to think about. So I'm going to set up two possibilities. By positive possibility, I leave 9 positive. By positive, I mean the result stays positive. Maybe I write that down for you. But did you get 2 answers? Okay. Negative. Change the result to negative. Make result negative. So same equation. Actually, when I do that, I take the bars away. Same equation, but now I'm considering the possibility. Now I'm considering the possibility that combined it was a -9. What are the answers, you guys? Equal 9 that we practiced yesterday. What? Who would have thought that an absolute value equation would have 2 negative answers? Weird. Two negative answers to that equation. Can anybody look at this and kind of explain why there might be two negative answers looking at the 9 and the 12? Go ahead.
Because we don't know whether or not the 12 is actually.
Okay, we don't know whether the sum will be negative. But I could have one positive and one negative answer. Why does this specifically have two negative answers? Yeah. Yes, the outside is smaller than that one, so this number has to get smaller somehow. We need a negative to make it smaller. Good job. What did I say? 3 more? Boom. Do a positive and a negative. Maybe I picked my favorite. You guys, could we just jump to number 6 since we don't have time to do them all? Will you be bad? No. Number 6 looks more difficult. There's just more going on. So I'm jumping ship. Okay, this is okay. Wait. I'm not gonna set up two possibilities. First, I must. Who's gonna distribute? First, I must isolate the absolute value. This is what my brain's first. I must isolate the absolute value. I must. Okay, so then to isolate absolute value, I would add 5 to both sides. And then I would divide 3 on both sides because you do not distribute into absolute value. Now that I've isolated, I have 2 possibilities. I have the positive 3 and I have the negative 3 scenario. I think that we spend more money on this, you guys. I spent 2 days on absolute value, just so you know. If you're feeling like, wait, I need more time. So we isolated the absolute value. We did a positive 3 result and a negative 3 result. Zero. Our answers are 3 and 0. Anybody back that up? Yeah. Really good. All right, so your assignment, don't leave here without writing down your assignment. Wait, we still have 3 minutes. I could have done that better. I could have shown more work.
Terrible at work. You just.
I think we should just voice
Do I get a textbook tonight or Monday?
I don't know. If you're gonna get one.